Antonio Scarlatta. All right, guys, just a reminder, no phone usage in the audience. Please respect the comics that are on stage. If you need to use your phone or look at your notes, please go upstairs. All right, guys, we're going to bring up the last comic of the first half. We are getting there. All right, guys, please clap your hands and welcome to the stage, Jeffrey Howard.
Thank you very much. Wow, I'm so happy for this time slot, man. I'm parked at a meter. Oh, shit, you just saved me an awesome amount of anxiety. Nice room. Something you don't get to say very often as a comedian. Good afternoon, everybody. So, any dog people here? I'm not a dog, okay? I mean people who like dogs, not necessarily people who are dogs. I'm not a dog person myself. I mean, I like dogs. I just have no interest in having one. You know, I'm just not comfortable watching anyone take a shit. Especially if I have to clean it up. My kids are dog people. But only if I'm the one who gets the dog. They say things like, you know, Dad, studies show that having a dog could add years to your life. Well, that's great. But what good is adding a few more years to my life if I'm just going to spend them walking the dog? Well, thank you. Did my friend a favor once. I walked his dog in New York. I fucked that up. I got a ticket. Cop said I failed to pick up after the dog. Didn't seem to matter that while he wrote the ticket, he was sitting on a horse. He failed to see the irony. The fucking horse thought it was hilarious. Seen a chiropractor now. Anybody ever been to a chiropractor? Yeah. Oh, man. I have these bulging discs in my neck and started mostly the more conventional treatments, physical therapy and epidural injections, and nothing seemed to be helping, so I figured I'd go to a chiropractor, try a more holistic approach. So I went into the office and he examines me, does all these crazy scans, took an x-ray, I sit down, I say, so what do you think, Doc, can you help me? He says, oh, I can definitely help you, but you have to do everything I tell you to do. I said, okay, I'm all ears, what do I have to do? He said, I'm going to start with your diet. No sugar, no gluten, no alcohol, no dairy, no wheat. I said, what? No sugar, no gluten, no alcohol, no dairy, no wheat. No thanks. I said, well, what can I have? Fish oil and supplements. We sell them at the front desk. Took my family on a cruise last year. A lot of fun. One of these massive ocean liners. My kids had a great time on the cruise until we pulled out of the port and they realized there was no internet. About an hour in, I saw my daughter walking around the top deck like this looking for a signal. I laughed. Took excursions while we were on the cruise. A lot of fun. They pull in and you get off and you go wandering and do guided tours and stuff like that. Big money maker for the cruise lines. Now they have excursions on the ship so they can take your money without having to park. For $200, you can have a guided tour of the kitchen, the engine room, and the laundry. Just pay thousands of dollars to be on the ship. And they want extra to show you the basement. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Any James Bond fans here? I guess I'm the only one. I just think James Bond movies are ridiculous. I mean, I get that he is, you know, I get the movies, they have great adventures and beautiful women and wonderful locations. And at the end of the day, certainly the guy is a super spy. But he's not a superhero. So just once, I'd like to see him do something that the rest of us actually do. You know, like eat, pee, pay a check, go to an ATM, 30 movies, dozens of cars, never seen him get gas. And what about this one? You ever notice how many employees the villains always have? Ever wonder about these people and how they get these jobs? I mean, do supervillains have HR departments? You know, do they take classified ads? And I wonder if they did, I wonder what a classified ad might look like for a job like that. Are you ambitious? and slightly unstable? Are you bored of your present job? Need a little excitement in your day? Do you have a blatant disregard for human life? Especially your own? You like to work for a deranged megalomaniac, but you just don't know how? Well, if you answered yes to any of those questions, this might be your lucky day. We have openings in the fast-paced, rapidly expanding field of world domination, and we want to meet you right now. Stop what you're doing and come to Career Day at any underwater city in your area. For an equal opportunity employer, competitive compensation, and full benefits after 6 months, if you live that long. Ooh, went up like a lead balloon. My daughter graduated from college last year, and she came to me and she said, Daddy, I want for a graduation present, I want to go to Europe with a bunch of my girlfriends. We want to see Paris. I said, really, Paris, huh? With a bunch of your friends? I said, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, yes, you can go to Paris, and I hope you have a great time. But I need you to keep one thing really, really clear in the back of your mind while you're there. You know, in the unlikely event that you're kidnapped, drugged, and sold into white slavery, just remember, I have no special skills. All right? That I've acquired over a long career. And I'm not a nightmare for anybody, except maybe your mother if I have milk that has lactose. Hey guys, you've been great. Thanks so much.
One more time for Jeffrey.
Thanks.